All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael, and you're welcome to today's event. This is a digital marketing meetup. I hope everyone can hear me. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. The theme for today's event is marketing psychology versus cognitive bias, getting to understand your target audience better. And so we have some speakers here that will be sharing some knowledge and insights with us based on that. His name is Ogwu. He's a digital marketing expert with over 5 years of experience in digital strategies, advertising, social media management, social media marketing, market research, and more. He helps businesses upscale from struggling to generating 10 times return on investment with innovative marketing ideas using paid media. He has worked with brands and businesses in various industries like real estate, crypto, sports, e-commerce, security, and more. His goals and aspirations are to expand the frontiers of marketing for business to reach their target audience and convert and grow. So, ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Mr. Chidiebere Ogwu.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. As introduced, my name is Chidiebere Ogwu. I'm a digital marketer. I have over 5 years experience in digital marketing, and years of experience has helped me work with several brands like e-commerce, crypto, sports, service companies, fashions, and so on. And so far, my journey in digital marketing started with just social media. As you know, digital marketing is a large industry, it's broad. So I started first off with social media, then I moved to email marketing, mobile marketing, and on like that. And a small marketing variations coming, it'd be good to have an idea on several of them like that. So for today, as you already know, the topic is marketing psychology versus cognitive bias. And I believe everyone here seeing the flyer or getting an information about the business, you probably have done research on what the topic might be like, and I feel like you have an expectation or you have what you are here to learn from the speakers. But then out of the topic, I'll be speaking on market research because that like covers a major aspect of this topic. Because for every business, you have to start with your research. You have to start with understanding what you're about to do for your business and how the strategies and how to go about it and how to set off. So I'll be sharing my screen because I came up with a slide just with a few points on how marketing research can be effective and how it benefits businesses. So this covers majorly social media and even bricks and mortar and a lot of business. So this is not centered on one particular business. It's a strategy that can be applied in several businesses, and depending on how well you implement these strategies, you determine how much result you get, because this is something I've done in the past and it helps. So I just feel like it's an honor to bring this knowledge to everyone present. I hope everyone is following. If you're following, just drop a message in the chat so I can know I'm speaking with you guys. Okay, thank you, Michael. So I'll share my screen now so I can just kick off from there. So I believe everyone can see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, so this is a market research, the benefits for your products and your business launch. So this is centered around how, if you have a product you want to launch into the market, or you're starting up a new business, this market research can give you insights on how, on the step-by-step on how to go about setting up the product for success and how setting up a business for success as well. So first of all, what is market research? Market research is the process of determining the viability of a new product or service or business within a marketplace. So like I said, this gives you an insight on what the marketplace is, how well your business will perform in that marketplace, or how well your product will perform in that marketplace. And for this instance, marketplace, like I said earlier, could be on social media, it could be in a physical market or just a real market. So this gives you an insight on the viability of how your products will perform. You get an insight of how it will perform, and then the best ways to go about or analyze the feasibility of a product to your potential customers within the same marketplace. So take, for instance, your marketplace is Facebook. You need to understand the feasibility of launching your product on Facebook. You need to understand the feasibility of setting Facebook as a marketplace for you, because not every marketplace can house every product. Not every marketplace can house every business. So you need to understand that marketplace and the potential customers that are there, and how well you can implement whatever strategy you're coming up with. So take, for instance, if you're a photographer and you want to use social media for your marketing, I mean, the best marketplace for you is just straight up Instagram. You can come up with others, maybe Facebook, Twitter, but Instagram is mainly pictures. So because on Instagram, the first thing you see is the picture before you see the caption. So as a photographer, you want to harness that first, the very first thing that people see. If you use Facebook, the text comes before the picture. You get to understanding that marketplace and how well you are able to implement whatever strategy you decide to come up with is why market research is very, very important before you kickstart. And it also helps businesses research for improvement. So let's say your business is already existing, and if you're struggling or you're just trying to improve on whatever it is you're currently doing, let's say you're doing well and you want to improve on it, or you're struggling and you want to break through or break out from the struggle, market research also helps you understand the strengths and opportunities in the market, the emerging trends that you can tap into or implement for your business. So that's basically a summary of what market research is and how you can implement that. So why market research? Like I already gave an insight on, the market research helps businesses understand it and develop best strategies for effective launch into the market. So when you want to launch into a market, market research helps you understand what the marketplace is about, and how you can effectively launch the strategies for your awareness, strategies to reach out to your potential customers and to convert them into buying customers. Because I mean, the end game of every business, every marketer, or every product is to sell. So you want to be able to make sure that you understand how to utilize the marketplace, how to speak to the potential customers, and how to convert them, because every business wants to make profit. So aside from reaching out to them, you want to make sure you're able to convert them to buy, because the profit is what to keep your business going. So with comprehensive market research, you can understand your target market, which is the place where you are going to sell. If it's a physical shop, you need to understand the area, what the people there like, what they lack, what they want, what they already have, how well the things that they have, how they utilize them. Let's say you're in an area where, let's say you're in a flooded area and you want to sell a product in a flooded area, you should be looking to sell things like maybe rain boots or stuff that people that would be trying to survive the flood would be using. So you need to understand what they already use, what they don't have, and how well to get through to them. Then the audience demography, these are your potential customers and who they are. So the demographic just basically talks about who they are in terms of their age range, in terms of their location, in terms of everything about them, their job, their gender, and all that. So you need to understand if you are selling products for women, you should understand the demography for where you are. You should understand how to pick a marketplace that has a high population of women. If you're selling products that are channeled towards older people, you should look at the target market and make your research on target. The market research will help you understand what marketplace will be effective for you to reach out to other people. Let's say, for instance, you sell age-well products. I guess a couple of people of us know about age-well products. These products are for mainly elderly people. So if you want to sell age-well products, I wouldn't advise you to use Instagram. Facebook is a better place because we know like our parents and the elderly people use Facebook more. So this is how market research will help you understand the demography of people on Instagram are still the younger ones, the youth, while a high population of the older ones are on Facebook. So this is where market research comes in to help you understand what marketplace to use, the best one to use, and how to reach out to them. And also helps you come up with a buyer persona. A buyer persona is just basically the profile of your ideal customer. So who your ideal customer is, this is what the buyer persona does for you. It helps you come up with a profile. The name, it's just like a template or an idea of who your customer is. Let's say you sell cars. You should know your ideal customer will be somebody that earns between this salary range and this salary range. You won't be targeting someone that is still a student. So that's where your buyer persona comes. It helps you decide who your ideal customer is and helps you create a frame or a picture of who the person is, and it helps you improve existing business. So if your business is already existing and you want to move from selling 100 products a day to selling 1,000 a day, market research also helps you understand the market. And because there's always emerging trends in these marketplaces, this is how the research will help you understand, okay, this is something new that's coming and how well you can tap into it. Take, for instance, how the time when Reels came onto Instagram, most marketers started taking up Reels because Reels helps your videos go even more viral. Unlike IGTV, when IGTV came, it just gives you an avenue to use longer videos, but Reels also help your videos go more viral. And if you've tested, I don't know if anyone has tested that before, you understand that Reels, the algorithm helps your video when you post it on Reels to go to even more people. So these are emerging trends that come up in places that you can just tap into and utilize for your business and improve your existing business. So there are the four major types of research. We have branding research. So this creates research and manage a company's brand. So for branding research, it just talks about the tone of your business, because every business has its own tone. Every business has its own typography. Every business has its own color and image. So you want a situation whereby people see your product and without even getting a clear picture, just a glimpse of your product, you want them to know that, okay, this belongs to this brand. It's just, take for instance, you are driving through the road and you see a bank. You've not seen the name of the bank, but you just see that orange color around it. You can easily tell that this is GT Bank. Yet, even with building structures, Zenith Bank have a way they design their buildings. So with that, just getting a glimpse of what the building looks like, you can tell that, okay, this is a Zenith Bank structure. So that's where branding comes in. It helps you decide the color of your brand, the image, the typography, and the tone. Like the tone in terms of when you're sending out the message. Some people can be reading a message and you can tell who wrote this thing, what brand this belongs to before even seeing the branding. So that's where branding comes in. And this also is very effective when you do your research and you understand your marketplace, because your tone also matters in each marketplace, and who you are speaking to also matters. It's if you are reaching out to the age range, let's say you're reaching out to people between 25 and 45, how you speak to them will be different if you're from how you're speaking to people between 50 and 65. So that's where the branding and the tone comes in. Then customer research, just basically knowing your ideal customers and knowing how to generate sales, knowing how to speak with them, knowing how to convert, knowing their pain point, knowing their pressure points, knowing how to make sure they subscribe to whatever it is you are doing, how to make sure they put their hand into their pocket and buy your product. Competitor research, it's just basically an insight on your competitors' strengths and weaknesses. For every business you think of coming up with, there's probably already somebody doing something like that or doing that exact business. So you need to study that business, understand their strengths, understand their weaknesses, understand what they are not doing that would help you stand out, understand what you can introduce to help to make your business unique because you don't want to come into a business and be doing exactly what the existing competitors are already doing. You need to give people a reason why they should leave these guys and come to you. And I'll use GT Bank as an example again. Every bank, there was a point in time where you need a certain amount of money to open a bank account. There was a time where you need to have money, you need what's the name? You need a guarantor, you need all these things to open the bank account. But then I think it was around 2011, 2012, GT Bank came up with a strategy, zero account, just open it. That was just all they wanted, open it. All they just needed was an ID card and stuff. So they came up with something different. And today we complain about how many customers they have, how their bank is always flooded with too many people and all that. This is because of the work they did in the past and how they're able to analyze the market and come up with something different to be able to capture customers and give people the reason why they should leave what they're currently, or the bank they're currently using, and come into their bank. And product research ensures your product is a good fit for launch. You want to understand your product and understand the market and ensure that your product is a good fit for launch. Take, for instance, you sell weight loss products. You want to ensure that after doing your research, after doing your customer research and all that, you want to make sure that your product is good enough for launch. Your product is good enough to convince people to come to your store, to visit your page, to send you messages to buy your product. So this helps you understand and know when your product is good for launch. So you don't just launch and then you start struggling and your products are just stocked on your page, or you're just stocked in your store and no one is coming to buy. A very good product your product can be very good, but it might not be fit to launch, in the sense that maybe it could be the packaging, it could be the message, it could be anything as little as the tiniest details can just determine if your product is good for launch. So these are the 4 major types of research you should embark in when you want to start, when you're going into market research. Then 4 methods of market research. We have survey, personal interview, observation, and field trial. Survey survey can include using questionnaires. Now you can send out questionnaires to people. Let's say you have a store, or you're planning on opening a store somewhere. You can send out questionnaires to the residents of that area to just get feedback from them. For social media, you can just post out a poll for people, asking them questions on how best a certain product or a certain business can benefit them, or just getting to know their struggles in a particular area or their needs in a particular area. You can do personal interviews. This is one-on-one interviews. If you have the time or you have enough people working with you, just one-on-one interviews with people. This is very effective because, I mean, it's a heart-to-heart conversation, a heart-to-heart discussion where you get to understand or get to listen to their pain points, their pressure points, and know how well to come up with a strategy or come up with a product that would be beneficial to them. I hope everyone is still with me.
Yeah, sure, with you.
Right. So observations as well. Observation is just basically what you observe. Let's take, for instance, you already live in an area, and what you observe, the struggles that people are going through, can help you come up with a good product or help you come up with a good business plan. Observation on social media as well. There was a time when I went to start up promoting events. I did my observation in the sense that I noticed most of the event promoters then, they just use only social media to promote their event. They don't really talk about or give details of the event. So I had to come up with a new strategy where I created a website for mine. So this now gives event promoters an opportunity to send me their press release for the event. So then I started getting more attention because instead of social media has its character limits, so, and the website has a larger character limit. So these people realize that they can send out more details in just one post. So I started getting press release from event promoters and all that. So it's just an observation I got from people. All the others were just doing is talk about and post the event, use hashtags, use pictures. But then I give event organizers a platform where they can post their event. I know social media, it's most of the posts they vanish, so it's hard to go back maybe 2 years later to say you're looking for something you tweeted 2 years ago. But it's easier for you to retrieve your archive when they're on the website like that. So you can just go on Google and search using the keyword, or you go on your website, go to the backend and look for it. So that's how it works. Then field research, this is just putting yourself in the marketplace. So field research can be you going into the market, aside from just observing from the back now. Field research is going into the market and taking actions like a customer. So if you want to know about a new product or a product you want to sell, and there's an existing one and you want to come up with a new strategy for it, field research just involves you going into that marketplace. It can involve you even buying the existing product and understanding that product, and this will help you understand how well you can come up with something new. Or if it's on social media, if you don't have an account on that platform, you can just create an account and you can combine observations and field research, doing what everybody's doing, understanding what everyone is doing, and just coming up with strategies for your launch. So the 6 stages of market research: identify and then define the problem. So this is the problem faced by your target audience. Every business should be solving a problem. For any business you want to come up with, you must be able to solve a problem. Human problems are never ending. So you have to be able to find a problem that you are solving. This is what will help people look in your direction. Take, for instance, the e-commerce business. Listening to Alibaba talking about how producers in the market will produce in large quantities, then the big brands will come, just pick a little quantity. Take, for instance, I'm a producer, I produce shirts, then Nike comes, I produce shirts for different brands, but then I just produce this particular shirt. Then Nike comes and takes, out of the 1,000 I produce, Nike comes and take 20 of it or 100 of it. So the remaining 900 is just lying in my store wasted. So that's where the idea came in. And that's where the idea of even the drop shipping came in, where you can, those products that you already have, you can just put it in this marketplace. Instead of just having them lying there and no one is coming for it, you can put it in this marketplace on Alibaba and the rest, and you can still make your money from it instead of running at a loss, because these brands just come and pick what they like and leave the rest with the producers and they run into loss. So this is where the idea came in. And that's why that e-commerce business is booming, because producers don't have to worry about brands just picking a little. You now have a marketplace or a platform where they can even make their own profit from whatever it is they produce. Then statement of research objectives. So when you identify a problem, you want to state a formal research of the objective. So this is like a topic or a case study. Like take, for instance, this example I gave to identify the emerging market for weight loss products. So you want to understand what the market is like for weight loss products. You want to understand how you can come into the market for weight loss products. So that's your statement of objective. So this guides you from the start to the finish to make you have a step-by-step procedure on how you are going to achieve or how you're going to gain results from this research. So you're not just researching randomly. You just want to understand the emerging market. You could decide to understand the branding. You could decide to understand the potential customers. But for this example, is just the emerging market. So that means there's already a market, but you're trying to understand the emerging market, which is the new market coming through, the new platform, the new way to sell weight loss products. So that's just how stating the research objective is about. Then planning the research, this is the procedures to achieve your result. And this works with these methods as well: survey, interview, personal interview, observation, and field trials. So that's the procedure in which you want to take up to achieve your result. So how do you want to use it? You don't necessarily have to use everything. You just have to use the one that works best for you. But then the wider your research, the better the result. So this procedure just helps you decide how you're going to achieve the results. And then defining your population, who you want to be sampled, and the size of the people you want to research, you want to use for your research. So you don't necessarily have to use everybody. You just have to use a handful of people and a good number as well. You want to use a handful of platforms and a good number as well. So you don't have to spread everywhere, because researching also involves budgeting. So you want to make sure that, okay, as part of your investment, you take out a good amount of money to invest in your research, and you want to make sure that you are using a good number of people. So you don't necessarily have to use everybody. In a population size of 1,000, if you take out 10 from each regions, you have a good number of people that you're working with. So this is where where you define your population. Data collection and processing also works with these methods. This is how you collect your data. This is how you process them. This is how you come up with your information. Then your conclusion is in relation with the a research objective. So your conclusion just helps you decide, have you been able to come up with a good marketing plan for your objective? Have you been able to, has this data been useful? Does it justify the research objective? Does it help you define your product launch? Does it help you define when to launch, how to launch, and who you are launching to, and also the marketplace to choose? Because you might be thinking this marketplace is very ideal for me, but then after your research, you might just come up with a new idea that, okay, this is not good for me, this region is not good for me, I need to move to this region because this is where my ideal customers are, and this is where the population, this is where they are more populated. So those are the 6 stages of market research. Then the benefits of market research, it helps businesses strengthen their position. So when you are coming into a business, you don't want to come in and lag behind. You don't want to come into a business and struggle. Because that's where most businesses miss it. You just launch and before you know you're struggling. You want to be able to make sure that when you're coming into the business and you are, if they are the top 10 already existing businesses, you want to come in and among the top 5 straight up. You don't want to come in and you are 11 and you are struggling to even become 10, you're struggling to be 9. So you want to make sure you have a strong position in the market. You want to make sure you gain a better perspective of the market and understand the target audience. So this will help you stay ahead of the competition. So understanding your competition and what they are lacking will help you come up with a new strategy or a new product that will help you stay ahead of them. And it also minimize risk in investing. So let's say you have 50 million for your business. You want to take out a good portion of that 50 million. You want to take up a good portion of that 50 million. Hello?
Yeah, sorry to cut you short. I just want to remind you that you have 5 minutes left.
Yeah, okay, no problem. You want to take out a good portion of that investment you want to take up a good portion of your total investment to spend in your research and identifying potential threats and opportunities. These are just the dangers and the benefits of your business in the marketplace. Discover competitive strengths and weaknesses. So this is where you understand your competitors' strengths, understand your competitors' weakness, and help you stay ahead as well. Then it facilitates strategic planning. Helps you plan in the best way to launch, helps you plan the best way to stay ahead of your competitors, and helps you plan the best way to win in the market. And it helps you spot emerging trends. Just like I've always said, emerging trend helps you stay ahead and it helps you be unique in the market. So this is what will make people decide to leave an existing product and come into yours. So the benefits of let's talk about this. So in conclusion, market research is an available service that helps companies and service providers, individuals, organizations make better informed decisions. The more research is embedded in the strategic plan of the business, the better equipped it is to deal with the changing environment within which it operates. So this just talks about helping you understand your business, helping you understand your marketplace, helping you understand whatever it is you want to do, and helping you make informed decisions, helping you make strategic planning, and helps you get ready for emerging trend and changes that might come up within your business, within your industry, and within your marketplace. So that's all from my end on market research. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chidiebere, for that presentation. Usually the speaker has presented. So moving on, our next speaker is, sorry, give me a moment. Apologies. Okay, our next speaker is by name Tunes Ade. I hope I got that right. So she is a digital marketing expert who specializes in social media marketing, Facebook and Instagram adverts, content creation, email marketing, and mobile marketing. She has worked with quite a number of brands using her own digital marketing strategies to lead these businesses on a better path to success. On Instagram, precisely, she enjoys teaching brands, business owners, and aspiring social media managers. and aspiring social media managers strategies and tips to help them grow on the digital platform. Digital marketing made easy. Please make welcome Miss Tunes Ade. You have the floor now, man. Please, you can make your presentation.
Okay. Minute. Sorry.
It's all right.
Okay. Can you see me now?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be here. I'm super excited to, have the opportunity from Bincom to talk to beautiful minds in digital marketing, and yay. All right. I'm Tunes Ade. I'm a digital marketing consultant of Tunes Ade Digital Marketing Agency. And then I help business, I place business on digital platform and help them achieve the success in relation to their goals and visions. And on Instagram, just as Michael has stated, I teach digital marketing strategies to aspiring digital marketers and also shed light or illuminate for business owners and brands. So digital marketing is, is my passion, is my interest. And I'm super excited to share the little I know with you. So if you can, I'm sure everybody can hear me. If you can hear me, and because we're about to go into I do not have, or I didn't have time to prepare, how do I put it now? A presentation. So you're just going to be seeing my face. And if possible, have to be jotting things down, important points you feel, can apply to you later in future. You can jot them down. Okay, let's get started. So the topic is marketing psychology versus, sorry, I think I should just drop this. You might not see my face clearly. I believe that's fine. I don't know. It's not allowing me. Okay. Yeah. So it's marketing psychology versus cognitive bias, literally understanding your target audience. And looking at these terminologies, you just feel like this grammar is too much. I mean, to a layman definition, to a layman breakdown, I'll first of all start with marketing. I want to define each word to be able to carry you along through the train ride, okay? So marketing, first off, is promoting your products and services to your prospective customers, to your target audience. When you have a business, you have something you want to market. You have products, it could be products, it could be goods, it could be services, right? You're promoting your products and services to your prospective customers, to people that would buy from you. That is marketing. Whether it's traditional marketing or it's digital marketing, it's the same goal. It's to reach out to your target audience. Now, talking about psychology is the study of human minds, how humans behave. Psychology is a course. There are psychologists, yes. People out there study minds. They study, why is this person like this? Why does this person react to these certain things? So that's psychology. Now, merging these two together, you have marketing psychology, is understanding your consumer behavior or understanding the way your consumer reacts, the way buyers react to your products and services or to the business in general. So you're merging marketing and you're bringing in psychology together, pairing them. Marketers you can't say they're psychologists, but we are almost psychologists because we always like to think from the consumer's angle. I always tell my community on Instagram, at Tunes_Ade, you can follow me. I always tell my community that you don't create content based on how you feel like it, but you should create content in response to your readers, right? Is your content going to solve solution? Is it going to solve problems? Is it going to give them solution to the problems they're looking for? That is how you create content, thinking like a consumer, thinking like your followers, thinking like your readers. So basically, marketing psychology. Now talking of cognitive bias, I'm going to start with cognitive or cognition, right? It's the way humans learn. human think, human understand. So it's a mental activity. It has to do with your brain. It has to do with the mind, the way we assimilate, the way we perceive, the way we receive, the way we understand, the way we decode, whatever it is, if it's information, whatever it is that the way the brain reacts to information, that is just cognition. And that has to do with some scientific and all of that. But of course, we can bring in psychology into marketing. Why can we not bring in science into marketing? So that's what has to do with cognition, okay? And then when you're talking bias is a judgmental, like it's your own opinion, it's your own fact, it's your personal belief, no influence from no other. So when someone says you're being biased, maybe you see a person and the person talks because the person is fair, or because you like people that are fair, you already like that person and you just feel like the person is better than the black person. That's being biased. Now, merging these two together, okay, is the way a particular person understands events, facts, and other people, which is based on their own particular sets of beliefs. Now, there are customers. Okay, let me give you an example. There are people, there's this Samsung and iPhone war that we know about, right? iPhone users are cognitive they're biased about their phones because of the camera quality, because of the iCloud, and because of the social belonging and all of that. So if me as a user, I'm biased about my own product, and you cannot bring Samsung to market to me. You have to go extreme to convince me that no, Samsung can also do the functions that iPhone does. Reason is because I'm coming from my own perspective. Let's say I grew up in the family of iPhone users and I don't see the reason why I should use Samsung. So you have to go to the extreme to influence me. So now you see these two, marketing psychology and cognitive bias. Influencing majorly talks about understanding your target audience. Is to tell you that under marketing psychology, there are certain ways your target audience reacts. And other cognitive bias, there are certain ways your target audience have already reacted towards your products and services. I don't know if I'm carrying you along. Now, why do we have to understand your target audience? Breaking down these two particular, we see that they still relate to understanding your target audience. You have to understand if this person is if you're going to use the method or strategy of, sorry, please give me the time I'm going to stop. What time am I stopping again?
Okay, you have 25 minutes to make your presentation.
So that's what time exactly? This is 12:53 for my end. Oh, don't worry, just tell me when it's 5 minutes more or something, just alert me. Okay, so why do you need to understand your target audience? Why do you need to know if your certain target audience is if they're for the marketing psychology or their cognitive bias? Because cognitive bias needs effort, it needs push. Why do I say cognitive bias audience needs push? Because these people already assume that this is what I'm doing. I'm for this already. Imagine using an iPhone and you're trying to tell me that, okay, Techno, I can use Techno. Okay, I'm just using these brands. Okay, I grew up using iPhone. I've used iPhone. I know the features and everything. And then you come to me and say Techno can also shoot, or maybe Nokia. Nokia is another product that has a very good camera quality. So you have to go to the extreme to convince me. You have to come to my own side to be able to convince me that, okay, this can actually work for me. So why do you need to understand the target audience? Number one is increasing ROI. ROI is return on investment. Now I'm going to relate it to Facebook ads. When you're running your Facebook ads, you need to have, when you invest, your budget is your investment. And the goal of investing, the goal of putting in money is to get a higher conversion leads or maybe brand visibility. So your ROI should actually be on the bigger side. Your return on investment, whatever you're getting in return from your adverts, should be profitable to your organization. Now, if you do not understand your target audience, trust me, when you're running your Facebook adverts, you're going to be reaching, people that don't care about your products, people that don't share similar interests with your products, people that don't understand your product. Because if you're going to be, let me give an example now, maybe you're selling I'm just giving an example for myself. You're giving an advert for maybe generator maintenance kits. Yeah, something technical. You're giving you're giving an advert for generator maintenance kit, and I'm just scrolling through my phone, and I just see something like the maintenance kit, and I'm like, what is this for? What do you guys use it for? I'm not a maintenance for generator. I don't maintain generator. What's my own business with that? Either your advert has gotten to the wrong audience. Now, if you're going to be running a target advert for that kind of product, you're going to be reaching out to like engineers, them chemical, them, technical set of audience, right? Not coming to social people like us, not coming to someone who doesn't have a layman idea of how to turn on a generator. So it is very important for you to direct your advert to the right target. Also, not just digital marketing, also traditional marketing. If you're sharing flyers of maybe 10 million naira house, and I'm walking on the road and you share the flyer, you give it to me. Honestly, I'm just going to look at it and fling it, because hey, who has money to buy 10 million naira house now? I don't have that kind of money now, so I don't think I need it. So you have to know the category of audience you're sending out your products and services to. Do this audience, do they actually do they share similar products or similar interests with my products, so that your ROI can actually be increased, okay? So that your advert will be effective, so that whatever promotion or marketing you're doing will be very, very effective. Now, the other one is build a loyal community. On the social media platform, followers, likes, engagements is not just that. It doesn't end there. You're going to build a loyal community if you as a business owner, your own business, your products and services share the same interests. Now, look at me. I'm a digital marketer. I prefer digital marketing services, and I have a community that long and hunger for digital marketing services. That is how it's supposed to be. So it's more than just the followers. You're also going to build a loyal community that, let's say one day you wake up and Instagram is gone. They are ready to follow you anyway. You see where people open backup pages. You see when pages crash at 300K, and the likes of how do I put it now? This guy, what's this guy's name? Tunde Not. He opened his page like 2 to 3 times, because he has built a community. He related with his followers. So they are now like a community. It's no more followership now. It's a community. So Instagram deleted the first one, beat another one. In a day, he hits 1 million followers. So that's community that is loyal to you. And you have to understand your target audience, so that you can have a loyal community backing your business up, backing you up, even encourage you. It's more than selling your business. Some customers can, send you a message and say, oh, I noticed you didn't work this today. Are you okay? Are you all right? They're looking out for you. They're fighting for you. They're fighting for your business. So that is your loyal community. Also, the reason you need to understand your target audience is building advocates instead of customers. Yes, you have customers, but it is more profitable to have advocates. Now, when you have your customers, your customers can become your advocates. I don't know if I'm too fast. If you're following, I mean, if we're on the same page, please let me know in the chat box. So your customers can become your advocates. Your advocates in what way? Word of mouth marketing is one of the very effective marketing strategies you can ever have in the business. And this word of mouth, you don't have to force somebody. The kind of personality, the kind of business personality, the kind of brand personality you have will actually prompt your customers to become your advocates. Like that kind of thing. Say, come and buy from, or let's say there are 2 people selling biscuits or selling, how do I put it now, selling products out there. And then someone says, oh, I want to go and buy biscuits from this particular customer. Someone will be like, no, don't go there. Come to this person. Our biscuit is always original. Our biscuits never expire. Our biscuit is affordable. That is what advocating for your business without paying. And if a customer, or if one customer can tell another customer tells another customer, trust me, your business is going out there. The integrity of your business is going out there. The integrity of your business is going out there. Okay, so if one person can advocate for you, trust me, that person that was told about your business will also tell another person, oh, I bought this biscuit, and actually, so that's where feedback, reviews, business testimonials, business reviews come in about your product and say, oh, I actually use this particular product and I am, very happy. I want you to also try it. So that's your customers becoming advocates. Now, effective marketing strategy. We are still under the reason you need to understand your target audience. It's more like relating to your ROI. So you'll be able to build a solid marketing strategy if you understand your target audience, because trust me, you are only going to be pushing your product directly to this audience. There is no filter of somebody who's not interested. You are able to share the same interests and the same mindsets with your customers. So your marketing becomes effective. Your strategy, whatever strategy you are putting in, you have it at the back of your mind that your product, your services is reaching the right audience. Okay, so that's basically some reasons why you need to understand your target audience. Now, how do you identify your target audience? Are we moving together? You might want to jot one or two things, or you might just want to catch it up the way I'm saying it. So how do you identify your target audience? I wrote a few points down and I'm going to be picking them one after the other, just as I've been doing. Number one is determine your customers' demographics. You need to know the age. Now, that's why we always recommend that you should have a business niche, right? When you have a business niche, you will know, let's say you are, okay, let me use the example of food vendor. You sell food. Is it local food or intercontinental food? Yes, we have other food vendors that do the two. All right. Is it local food or intercontinental? Let's say you have for local. You need to know your customers' demographic. Are they Nigerians? Are they maybe Lagosians? Your local kind of food. Is it Yoruba made? Is it the Amala, Abula? Is it the Ukwobi? So you need to know the kind of audience. In as much as we also have some Yorubas, or we also have some Yorubas that eat Isewu. We have some Igbos that eat Amala. But majorly your target audience, you need to know where they're located. You need to know their age. You're not selling Abula to a 1-year-old or 2-year-old. Most people that will enjoy your food should be like from maybe, you can't sell Abula to we Gen Z generation. Like if you bring Abula is Amala, sorry. So Amala, Begiri, and they will do some sumptuous things that we Yoruba people enjoy. Somebody like me, I could say I'm a Gen Z kind of person, but still I don't like Amala. I rarely eat swallow. If I'm gonna eat swallow, I'm gonna eat pounded yam and egusi as Omolisha that I am. But if you bring Amala to me, I'm not gonna enjoy it. Trust me, I'll just pave it like Kilele. What's this? All right. So you should know the age, you should know the gender. You should, if you're selling male shoes, you cannot classify everybody as a user. You can only target men. Of course, you can have a few women who might want to buy for their husband or their boyfriends, but majorly when you're targeting, your main target audience should be men. Then along the line, you can now add the public, just a little touch of the other gender, okay? So you need to understand your customers' demographics when you're trying to identify your target audience. Now, the line of your business, the kind of business you do, will help you look out for your target audience. You need to know that the kind of business you do, the kind of business you're in, will determine the kind of target audience you're going to be selling to, and you have to make this research yourself. Number two is determine your customers' needs. The kind of products you're selling, is it going to solve my problem? Okay, let's say I have a rough face, I have dark spots, I have pimples, all right? And you have your face cream or your skincare products, yeah. Is your skincare products going to work on me? Now, you can't sell skincare products to babies because their skin is very tender, all right? Now you're going to be looking out for, majorly is mostly girls, we ladies that care about our face, our skin, and how we look. Because if you're going to be selling skincare to a guy, trust me, you might not get the guy's attention. Guys, don't worry. Once they've rubbed Vaseline and just to enter clothes, they're set to go. But anyways, these days, some guys are, doing more than we ladies. But anyways, majorly it's ladies that care about their face. So is this ladies you target? Now, not just ladies, not 50, 60 women. We're talking from age 20 to, let's say, 45, even 50 self-care, but at least minimal of that. You target them. This is going to solve my skincare, your skincare problems. You're going to tell me, because I have issues with, let me say I have issues with big pimples, I have issues with dark spots. You need to actually, sell out the features of your product and tell me that this, my skincare product, is going to cure your dark spots. It's going to cure your pimples without leaving any face reaction. That is you meeting your customers. You need to be able to solve the problem of your customers, okay? Now you need to determine how your customers will learn about you. I always tell people in my community that it is not all channels, it is not all social media platforms that your business should be on. If you're selling the likes of the skincare products, the likes of food, I wouldn't even advise you to take your product to Pinterest or to take your product to LinkedIn or even Twitter. Mostly Instagram and Facebook, because this has to do with what visual products. You need to show people what you're selling, and these products have to be very attractive. So this platform, you can't go and put your product on Pinterest and say you will sell. It's not all marketing channels that ties to your business. Okay, so now if you're an influencer, if you're a brand influencer, if you're a public figure, whatever it is, you can find yourself on Twitter. You can do well on Twitter. You can sell yourself. You can sell your brand and personality on Twitter. So you need to know the channels. You need to know where your target audience are. You need to go and look for them where they are. Don't go somewhere that you will not find them. Like the first speaker, I think Chidiebere, yes. Like it said for Facebook, if you're selling to aged people, you need to go on Facebook. Yes, because that's where you find the grandmamas and grandpapas there on Facebook scrolling. So if you want to meet up to their own needs, you need to actually if you want to meet up to their own needs, you need to actually go on Facebook. So you need to understand social media platforms and know where to carry your products and services to. Okay. Now you need to assume that your customers are mobile. Yes, basically, this is where I bring in bulk SMS. I dropped in a post today on bulk SMS on my page on Instagram. And then I broke it down, reasons why you should leverage on bulk SMS. Literally everybody is mobile. Now, bulk SMS cuts through all phones, whether it's smartphone, whether it's the browsing phone or whatever, it comes in as text message. So if you have a phone, even if it's Nokia 310 Palace or whatever it is, you will get the bulk SMS message. So you need to look out for, if you're looking out for also aged people, not only Facebook, you can also reach out. They read text messages, okay? They read text messages, they open WhatsApp. Don't forget WhatsApp business is also a very good. Telegram, people are using WhatsApp. People are in Telegram nowadays. In fact, some people are carrying their community away from Instagram to WhatsApp to Telegram. So they are making good use of these social media platforms. You need to know that your customers are mobile and reach out to them where they are. Don't go these days. If you want to feature your advert on if your product is for the Gen Z, I don't know if you know what Gen Z is. I'm not 20, I'm not 2000 or something child. Gen Z are the 2000 or something, all these small teen influencers. So we call them Gen Z because they're the tush ones, they're the ones on Instagram, on TikTok, and the likes of them. Now, if you have a product for Gen Z, maybe you have an outfit, a very flashy outfit, and you are sending bulk SMS or no, not bulk SMS, and you are going to punch newspaper to put your products there. You're going to traditional marketing, you're going to magazines, print out magazines to put your products there. Trust me, you're not going to sell anything, okay? Look out for where Gen Zs are. Gen Zs are on Instagram, Gen Zs are on TikTok. Yes, businesses can even survive on TikTok. Gen Zs are, some of them, very few of them are on they are on Facebook, okay? So you need to reach out to Gen Zs. You need to reach out, know that your target audience have this mobility, and you need to know how to get them right. Now, you need to check on your competitors. Who are your competitors selling to? I always say spy on your competitors. In my community, I always tell them you need to spy on your competitors. Who are they talking to? Who are they selling to? Check. Now, how you do that on Instagram is look for a top competitor that you know you're following, go to the followers, relate with the followers, like, engage. You can even follow some of them. You need to know the category of people that they are selling to. Are they the Gen Zs, or are they on Facebook, or are they on Twitter or WhatsApp? You need to, I know of a business owner, she's always shouting. In fact, she did it in a way that if you come to WhatsApp and Telegram, you'll buy it at lower price than the product. So people now run to WhatsApp. She has moved with that strategy. She has moved people away from WhatsApp, from Instagram to WhatsApp and Telegram, because it's easy to relate to people. It's a personal communication. Okay. Now, these tips will help you identify your target audience. Please, keep telling. I can talk, or just be notifying me and be telling me the time. Or if it's 10 minutes, please alert me. Okay.
Yeah, I was just about to inform you that you have 5 minutes left.
Yeah. Okay, now how to market to your target audience is, now through, just like as I've explained, through social media, focus on your audience preferences, co-market with similar brands. If you're selling refreshing drinks, if you're selling drinks that chill the body, the kind of similar brands you co-market with, like food companies, you can put in your drinks or your food, whatever is there at a restaurant, and then you guys will co-market together. Then purchase online ads, leverage on social media campaigns, Facebook, Instagram marketing campaigns. That's how you are able to reach out to your audience. Now, this last part, I'm going to use the last minute to talk about majorly understanding your audience. Now, I've taken you through the roller coaster of how the reason you have to do this, how to identify and how to market to them. Understanding your audience, you need to analyze and break down your audience into, now when you have gathered your audience, you know who they are very well. You need to understand and break down your audience into segmentation. Segmentation, like, okay, this one's though, they are the cognitive bias. They already know what they want through their own judgmental act. These ones are the marketing psychologists that they can be influenced. Now you have to come in through the cognitive bias methods. We have the social bio bias, we have the anchoring bias, we have loss aversion, we have bandwagon effect. Because of time, I'm gonna try to summarize this particular part. Now, the social bio bias are these kind of people that are influenced with the social. When they see on social media now, there's this trending hairstyle, I'm gonna put it on my head. There are these people that are this kind of audience that are influenced, or they give preferential attention because it's from the social status, right? Now, the anchoring bias is based on false piece of information. This kind of people, when you tell them this is it about this, they believe it honestly. When you go meet them and say, okay, this food is better than this food, reason is because based on study, blah, 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 you explain to them, you give them the features. Based on the first-hand information they get from you, they're going to purchase that particular product from you. And another one is loss aversion. When they say, this week I'm putting 10% discount on my particular product. If you don't get it, next week it's going to increase to this amount of money. You make them feel the fact that they are losing this certain amount of money because of what? Because you just want to make them understand that they're going to be losing this certain amount of money on this particular product if they do not get it. So you're using the FOMO, which is the FOMO, fear of missing out. All right. Now, when you're able, you can only do this, or you can only use this method and strategy in marketing when you understand completely your target audience. Basically, you can only achieve this when you understand. You can only know, because even as a business owner or as a client, as a brand owner, as a brand personality, or a business, somebody that sells products every day, you understand that there are some clients that this one, so if you call the price for them, they pay it. They tell you that they pay, and there are some that are always owing you. So you already, in hierarchy order, you already know and understand your audience and your target market. So it's always very important. And the first thing is to research, okay? And when you do this, you understand. And after understanding, you segment them. It makes your business, it makes your business prosper, even on the success way. So I think basically that's all about that for now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening.
That was a very beautiful presentation. So moving on, our next speaker is Oluwaseun Omojola. She's a digital marketer at Bincom Dev Center. So everyone, please make welcome Oluwaseun. You have the floor now.
Hi, good day, everyone. My name is Oluwaseun, and like Michael said, I am a digital marketer at Bincom Dev Center. So both speakers have said a lot concerning the topic, cognitive bias versus marketing psychology, understanding your target audience better. So I'm going to focus on cognitive bias in marketing, how you can leverage cognitive bias in your marketing strategy. So I created a slide for the purpose of this presentation. So I'll be sharing my screen. I believe everybody can see my screen now.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yes. So for the period of this presentation, I'll be talking briefly about the history of cognitive bias, what cognitive bias is, cognitive bias in marketing, and I'll be talking about some cognitive bias, how they can be used to influence our marketing strategy. So let's just get right into it. So cognitive bias has been in existence for a very long time. I mean, Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman introduced the term cognitive bias to describe the error in people's thinking, how they respond to judgment, how they make decisions. So cognitive bias are systematic errors in thinking that occurs when people are processing and interpreting information in the world around them. And these affect the decision they make and the judgments that they make. I know we all like to think we're in control of the decisions we make, how we think, and we believe all decisions we make are straightforward, they are logical. But I'm sorry to say that's our brain eluding us, because that's our brain deluding us, because we are not in control. Our brain is wired in a way that it has created shortcuts for us based on previous information that we've received, based on past experiences. Our brain has come up with a way to create shortcuts for us to help us reach our decision-making process faster. It makes that process faster for us. So, sorry to say, we are not in control of most of decision-making processes. So, marketing executives are able to capitalize on these cognitive biases as they affect nearly everyone. Yes, almost everybody. In fact, everybody have this cognitive bias. It affects everybody. So now, marketing executive business owners are beginning to be aware of these biases in their target audiences. So now they leverage these biases to reach their marketing goals faster and to help them improve their marketing success drastically. And moving on. So we have different cognitive bias that can be used in our marketing strategy. The first one I'll be talking about here is loss aversion. As we all know, decision making is hard business. From thinking about what to eat to making life decisions to choosing a career path, it's a hard process. So this aversion comes in when we have the fear of loss. We are scared of losing what we already have to gaining an equivalent amount of that amount we are scared of losing. So people prefer to avoid losses to gaining equivalent amounts. So as marketers, as business owner, if you can create a sense, a fear of loss in your audiences, this helps them to reach their purchasing decision faster. And so here is an just the same. When you create a sense of loss in your customer, you evoke a stronger response. They respond faster, they respond quicker, because they do not want to lose out on whatever it is you are offering them. They do not want to lose out on your discount. They do not want to lose out on your free offers. So you can include this. You can include these buyers in your landing pages, your ad, your web copy, and you can just turn a random browser into a
Hello, Sean, are you still with us? Can anyone hear me? I want to find out if it's from her end or.
Yeah, we can. Maybe it's our network.
Oh, okay. Apologies. Let's just give her some time to come back to us.
Yeah.
Okay, while we wait for her to rejoin, does any of the speakers want to step in and, add one or two things before she comes in and continues?
Sorry, can you come again, please?
I was asking if any of the speakers would like to step in briefly and, make a point or two before Oluwaseun rejoins us.
Not at all. Maybe just wait for her a bit.
Okay, then. Okay, I'm just to keep the room lively a little bit. There is a question here, and it's directed to any of the speakers anyway. So the question is, as a small business owner, do I need a very large marketing budget to market my brand? Hello, am I still on?
So can you go over the question again?
So the question is, as a small business owner, do I need a very large marketing budget to market my brand?
Okay, well, it depends on where you want to market your brand, because traditional marketing is more expensive than digital marketing. So your budget will be determined by the kind of marketing you want to go into and the channels you want to use. So if you're using traditional marketing like the billboards, the newspapers, the budgeting for those it varies and they're more expensive, or like the digital marketing. And also for digital marketing, it also varies depending on the channels you want to use. So if you want to use email marketing, you have to pay the email service providers. If you want to use social media marketing, if you are doing organic, that's free. If you want to use paid advertising, that's where you make a budget. So your budget is not there's no fixed budget for marketing. It just circles around the channels and the medium in which you want to market. And sometimes it also circles around the number of people you want to reach, because for Facebook ads, for Instagram ads, the higher you invest in it, the duration as well, the more money you put in, the higher the reach. So these are the things you consider when you want to create your budget. So you have to make a research on budgeting as well before you embark into budget your market research into marketing your business. So like I said earlier, it just circles around the channel you choose for your marketing and your target audience. That's just basically it.
Okay, thank you, Chidiebere. Students, would you like to add anything to that?
Well, Chidiebere has said something very effective, but let's assume you have a small budget and you're a small business owner. It doesn't stop you from, doing your marketing. You just need to know how And of course, the first thing is you not wasting your money sending out your products and services to the wrong audience. So you need to first understand your audience, and then you can of course run, little adverts. At least Facebook adverts allows you to run for on a small budget. And if you are able to strategize and get your target audience very well, you will get an increase in your ROI. So let's assume you have a small budget. You can still, leverage on digital marketing strategy, because there's not a lot you can do with small money when it comes to traditional marketing. Just as Chidiebere said, there's not a lot, honestly. But for digital marketing, for the social media platform, for digital platforms, you can still, get some free online tools to be able to reach out to your audience. And the ones that I paid for is I'll recommend you leveraging on Facebook adverts, because Instagram advert is expensive, LinkedIn advert is very expensive, YouTube is very, very expensive. So you start little on your Facebook advert, and then leverage on free tools. Okay, you can put in small money also on your bulk SMS service provider to send out bulk SMS. I don't know how little your budget is, but I mean, so far you started your business, you should have some little change considering marketing. So with that little change, you should be able to pave way on the digital marketing platform. Trust me, it's not going to work out for traditional marketing, only if you want to produce one flyer and share. So yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Oluwaseun is back with us now. She had a break in her connection. So good to have you back, Oluwaseun.
Yeah, thank you. I lost connection there for a while. I'm sorry about that. So I don't know, where did I stop? Michael, can you, I don't know. Okay.
Okay, we're talking about the types of cognitive biases that marketers leverage.
Thank you. So I said this bias can be activated in your landing pages, your ad copy, your web copy, and you can just turn random browser into paying customer, just like that. And I was trying to make an example there where, okay, I'm just browsing the internet and I'm on a site, and then a pop-up ad from Jumia just comes in, and there I have a pressing iron going at a discounted price. Let's say the normal price is 10,000 naira and the discounted price is 8,000 naira. At that time, I was not planning to buy any pressing iron or anything. I was just on another site browsing the internet on my own. But the sense of the loss of aversion bias kicks in that time, because I'll be like, okay, if I don't purchase this pressing iron right now, if I want to buy it another time, I'm going to buy it at a more expensive price. So why don't I just jump on this now and get it? So in that moment, I've made a purchasing decision based on that bias, that's the loss aversion bias. So if you can understand, as a marketer or as a business owner, if you can understand this bias, you can actually improve your marketing success. So there are different techniques that can be used to frame the loss of aversion in your offer, in your business offer. You can...
Sorry, you're not sharing your screen yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I thought I was sharing my screen. Okay, let me do that. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can. Can every other person see her screen? If you can just indicate in the chat.
Yes, we can see. Yeah.
So you can frame the loss aversion in your offer by offering your customers discounts. We have it on various e-commerce sites make use of this. Discounts, coupons, free trials and samples. Most people don't want to purchase a product, or buy from your brand if they don't actually know what they are getting. They are not sure of how your product is. They are not sure of your service. They want a free trial or samples to help them reach their decision faster. We have it on various sites. For example, you have different software sites that does this. You'll be given like 7 days free trials to do whatever you want with the software. But after that 7 days free trial, you have to subscribe to their premium package to be able to make use of that software. And once you've tasted it, definitely you won't want to lose out on that great product or the great service that they have to offer you. You would have no choice than to subscribe to that software. So we also have pre-order deals. Pre-order deals present your customer with discounts, and also it present them with exclusive access to new products. We have the referral programs. The various firms have made use of these referral programs, and it has actually resulted in great marketing success for them. And we have you can also create a sense of urgency in your customers. We have it on different e-commerce sites. I'll use that as an example again, where you have, okay, they are running sales and you have it there like a countdown clock on their site that says maybe 10 hours till the sales is over. When you create a sense of urgency, it helps your customers reach their decision faster because they won't want to lose out on that great offer. And also you can create scarcity of your products. You can say, okay, you just have 2 products left. So if you don't buy now, you lose out on it when others buy the 2 products that we just have in stock. So we also have social proof. When social proof, you show people that have actually purchased your product, that you've rendered your service to. You show them to your potential customers. This helps them reach their decision faster too, because they feel like, okay, 10,000 people has bought from this product. Okay, me too. I want to be among those people too. I want to buy it too. They would want to buy it. So this is how these buyers can help you reach your marketing goals faster. Then the next one I'll be talking about is the framing effects. The framing effects is just basically how people react to a certain piece of information, whether or not it is presented in a positive light or a negative light. When you present your product in a positive light, it makes your customers make their purchase based on that presentation, how you present your products. For example, I walk into a shopping mall and there is a yogurt that has 95% fat free, and I have the one that says 5% fat. In my head, this bias just kicks up and I'll be like, I'll just go for the one that has 95% fat free. Though both products are the same thing, they both contain 5% fat. But these buyers help me because one is presenting it in a positive light and the other in a negative light. I'll just go for the one that presented the products in a positive light because this bias has kicked in and helped me make that decision. And what else is here? So we also have the choice supportive bias. We all have our preferences, right? From the football club that we support to our best brands that we purchase from. We all have our preferences, and we'll go extra miles to defend these brands and these preferences. We'll go extra miles. As we have football fans, they can argue money to and defending their might be a shitty coach supports this their club because it is what they want and don't want any other they won't want any other reasons, any other thing that is telling them that, okay, this thing you are doing, no, that is not it. They will not want it. They'll go extra mile to defend that. So this is a bias that can also help your marketing efforts. So once you are able to create a desirability factor in the mind of your consumers, they will buy your product and then defend that purchase later, maybe with their colleagues, with their family and their friends. They will defend that product. So here, okay. So the bias affect marketing in different ways. We have people tend to buy products and services with which they are familiar. Yes, we all know that. We are familiar with a product. You won't want to listen that, okay, there is this product that is better than this your product. No, than this product you're actually using. We won't want to listen to that. We know that, okay, this is what we know and this is what we know, and that is what I want to do. And also people trust any piece of information that supports that choice. Yes, any information that supports that choice that they've made, that choice that they are making, they would trust that information because it is reaching them like, I don't know how to put it, sorry. So people tend to be oblivious to information that opposes a strongly held viewpoint. Any information that opposes that choice that they are making or that choice that they have made, they would be oblivious to it, they'll be blind to it. They won't see it, they won't even listen to it. So that is how customers can go when they trust your brand, when they are loyal to your brand. So you have to maintain loyalty with your customers. And in order to maintain this loyalty and to build a brand identity around your business, you have to focus on the comfort of your customers, their convenience and their satisfaction. Once you focus on this, they would go extra mile, they will buy your product, they will refer you to their family and friends, they will defend your product anywhere. That is the choice supportive bias. We have the anchoring. Anchoring causes customers to focus on the first information they receive. We already have, okay, I want to get a car, and my own choice of car is that, okay, I want a car that is sleek, a small car that looks like a race car. I don't care about, okay, whether or not it can economize fuel. I don't care about the speed. I don't care about anything. Once I go to a showroom, it is what is in my head that I will use to purchase whatever car it is I want to buy. I'll be oblivious to any other reasons around that purchase. So a customer is likely to purchase a product that was presented to him or her as the first piece of information. So with this awareness in mind, you can implement techniques that will cater to these buyers. So we have various anchoring techniques. We have multiple unit pricing. For example, now there was this noodles brand that I've seen this with. Okay, they have a 4 units pack of noodles in one package, and they have a separate unit. Once we see that 4 units, it might be the same price with the 1 unit one. Okay, let's say the one of the 1 unit is 50 naira, and the one that has the 4 units in it is 200 naira. We would go for the one with the 4 units, right? Because in our head, we're like, okay, this one is lesser than what I've seen, so let me just go for this one. So multiple unit pricing is a way by which you can use this anchoring bias to your advantage. Purchase quantity limits. You can set purchasing quantity limits on your products. Okay, when you say we have this product in stock, but it is limited to 5 quantity per buyer, they are going to be like, okay, 5. So that means they've already calculated it. They don't want to run out of stock. So let me just rush and buy my own before they run out of stock. We have initial price setting. You can set your prices, your product prices at higher prices. Then you start negotiating from there, because you've anchored that price already at a higher price. So when any other price that is lesser than that in the head of the customer is a good price, because you've anchored the price already at a higher price. So that is about the anchoring buyer. Then we have the bandwagon effect. The bandwagon effect is when people adopt an idea or belief because majority of people are doing it. Like the second speaker said, I'll use that same example, the iPhone users. The Android users, in their mind, they're like, oh, people that use iPhone, they're like this kind of special set of people. They have this kind of their sets. So they would want to, any money that they have, they want to like get that iPhone just in order to fit in that set. So that is the bandwagon effect. If you can create a bandwagon for your brand, it's going to, like, your market success is going to skyrocket, because that is what people want. Okay, these people are doing this, and that means it's a great product, it's a good product, since majority of people are already into it. Even the product might not be good, but because majority of people are doing it, everybody will also want to join that bandwagon. So we have different techniques also with the bandwagon effect. Show people using your products. You show people using your product. You can use influencers, models, celebrities. These people have, yes?
Sorry to cut you short. You have 5 minutes left.
All right, thank you. These people have a wider audience. They have large audience that follows them, that look up to them, what they do. So when you take your brand to an influencer, and this influencer show off your products, their followers, their audience is automatically, they want to do what that influencer does. So this helps your brand and your marketing success. Jump on trends yourself, jump on the bandwagon yourself. Just like the second speaker said too, she talked about Techno and iPhone. When iPhone released this iPhone 11 Pro, or I don't even know, that has the 3 camera at the back, Techno also jumped on this trend. They started making their phone with 3 cameras at the back, just because they know that their audience also are willing, they want to join this bandwagon. But though they might be limited, because they might be limited to it because they don't have the money, they don't have the capacity to buy iPhone. So they Techno themselves jump on this bandwagon to be able to present, to be able to affect their own target audience, to be able to target their own target audience better. So you can also use fear to guide people into the bandwagon. You can use calendar events to your advantage. We have Christmas, we have Valentine's. You jump on these events to your own advantage also. Then showcase your satisfied customer. This is just like social proof also. When you show people using your products, when you show people that are satisfied with your service, this make others want to also purchase your product, also want them to want your service. So that is about the bandwagon technique. So in conclusion, these cognitive bias are present in nearly every customer. And once you're aware of these bias, you'll be able to work with them. And this will help you create a psychological framework that is going to help your customer make the best decision around your brand. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sean, for that presentation. So moving on, do we have any questions for either of the speakers? Does anyone have any questions for either of the speakers?
Hello. Yeah. Okay, I think this question goes to Shew. Thank you for the presentation. Okay, you actually mentioned something on discount, which is fine. You said, okay, you made mention of, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Peter.
Okay. you made mention of, okay, you were actually going on the road and you saw a seller who is selling iron at a lower price, which you had to use the opportunity to just get the iron. Okay, what advantage or disadvantage do you think that would be? Okay, if you get something on a discount price, maybe very low, is it that thing is faulty or that thing is not faulty or that thing is something else? So what do you think, or what advice do you think you can give to us when we see something has a lower discount? Because discount something down. Is it that something has happened, or I know everybody's using one strategy to get the customers, but what advice would you give people to start buying things on a discount price?
Peter, if I'm getting your question right, you're asking that most business run discounts because maybe their products are faulty, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know about that. But when they offer discounts, it's just part of their marketing strategy to get to you. Even this discounted price they are giving to you, it might not be the best price for the product. You might get it cheaper somewhere else. But just because they've created that, they've activated that bias in you, in your thinking, you would not want to lose out on that discount. So you would not want to waste time saying, oh, okay, let me go and check other places. I might get this product at a cheaper price somewhere else. You would just want to make your purchasing decision at that instance, So it's just a marketing strategy. So I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Sorry, can I say something to buttress Sean's response concerning that question from Peter?
Yes,
Peter, if you don't mind.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now to clear your perception about discount is not when people sell sports products or fake products. So it's not, in fact, if you're a business owner, you're selling your product at a discounted price because it's faulty, they're supposed to sweep you off from the business market because you're spoiling business for other business owners. So there are several reasons for discounts, but at least the major one, as Sean said, is to get your attention, is to get the attention of the customers. Sometimes some businesses don't get customers, is to get attention of both new and old customers. As you're walking on the road, you don't normally buy from that shop, but because you've seen discount on the shop, you want to know how much it is because you must have checked the price outside. You want to know how much it is in the shop and you want to buy it at a lower price. It brings in new customers and as well old customers who, as that iron must have been in that store since, so but because of that price is 10,000 naira, they refuse to buy. But now seeing the same shop bringing it down to maybe like 8,000 naira, they will now buy. So it's to attract new and old customers. It's also to increase sales. Some businesses sometimes is until they do discounts before they can get sales. Also, discounts comes in as clearance. Like people just feel like this thing has stayed too long in this shop, not because it's sports. The value is still there, but I just don't want to be seeing this thing in my shop again. Let people buy it. So people place discount on it, and before they open or close their eyes, the entire product is gone off the store. And another thing is people do discounts for restocking. It might be that the particular brand or design is beginning to leave the market and people have not finished buying it. They want to clear that particular design to bring in new designs into the market. So that's basically why people put discounts on their products, not because it's sports. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Thank you for that response. Peter, do you have any other thing to say?
No. Okay.
Thank you. Does anyone have any other question? Any other questions from any other person?
Yeah, sorry, I actually want to get something. You said you're talking about customer needs. I think can you just face from that one? From the second speaker. you were talking about customers' needs. So I don't know. Can you just bring a face on that?
Customers, I said, determine your customers' needs. That's in the course of identifying your target audience. You have to determine your customers' needs, which I explained earlier that you need to know if whatever you bring into the market can solve a solution. I mean, can solve a problem of a customer. Every product in the market solves problems. Now, every customer has a need, and the need is I need a solution to my problem. I could need a car, I could need a biro now. I'll just go online and search. You could have a very good biro that can meet my need. So you need to determine your customer's need in terms of identifying your target audience. You have a need right now. You know what you need. If right now I'm hungry, I need food, I'll just search and look for a particular product that can satisfy my hunger, that can satisfy my need, my desire. So yeah, every product in the market or every business should satisfy or should solve a customer's problem, which is the customer's need. Is that clear?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. What was his name? I think I just need to just let me clear this. The first speaker. How do you think I can always try to motivate people when it comes to trying to sell my idea? Actually, I didn't really get that thing very clearly when you said, how do I need to motivate people, that's the consumers, to sell my ideas to them?
Okay, I think everything I've said, according to including the second speaker and the third speaker, just covers that entirely. In terms of motivating people, you also want to convince them. So if you understand them, if you understand who you are speaking with, let's say you're having a one-on-one conversation with a customer. If you understand that customer and you understand the need, just like Tunzari have said, if you understand that customer's need, you're able to understand the pain point, you're able to understand the pressure points, you're able to understand how to actually tell them what they stand to gain, what they stand to benefit from what you are selling, why they should pick your product over the next product, even if your product is more expensive. There's a way you can sell a product that is even more expensive than whatever it is they've seen. You can be selling something and someone will tell you I've seen it cheaper somewhere. But if you understand how your product stands out, what's something unique about your product, if you understand the USP of your business, USP is just your unique selling point of your business, and you understand what that product is about, how your product can be of a good benefit to them, this is when you can motivate them. But before all this comes in, you already need to understand who that customer is. So before any customer walks into your shop, before any customer walks into your, sends you a message, you already understand who your ideal customer is. So this will just help you have that perfect dialogue with them, have the perfect conversation with them, and be able to sell whatever product you are selling to them. So the entire motivation just circles around how well you understand your product and how well you understand your customer. So that's where the research comes in. You need to do that research properly. You need to do that research in-depthly to understand all these things.
All right, thank you. Peter, I hope that's clear now.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, doing well.
Okay, I have a question. Funny, but still I want to ask, and any of the speakers can address the question for me, please. So let's say, for example, now I walk into a pharmacy and I'm walking in there to buy specifically malaria medicine. And, occasionally toiletries. But then you go there and you see something like loaves of bread, or you see some other food items like those types of cognitive biases or the marketing psychologists we've been talking about. Like, why would someone who deals specifically in medicine be selling something like, it doesn't necessarily have to be that relation, maybe something else, but someone is selling one thing and selling something that doesn't have any relation with the primary markets. I don't know if you guys get my question.
So yeah, actually, your example of pharmacy and selling something edible, basically they call it market updates or business updates. Now, when a particular customer. Now, that particular update is based on a customer research and customer feedback. Now, when, because as a business owner, you should also be able to survey and do research, ask questions, and you also pay attention to your customers' needs. When a pharmacy who normally sells drugs, right, now starts putting in bread, biscuits, and the likes of it, this is because when customers walk into the shop, the questions they ask, like, have you eaten? Some have not eaten, okay? Now they notice that, like I said, you have to co-market with similar brands. I made mention of it. If you want to market to your target audience, co-market with similar brands. They notice that a particular customer has to eat before taking drugs. Now, if you come into the store and you have not eaten, right, you can just recommend and say, okay, there is bread on the shelf there. Pick bread there, grab water, eat, or there is biscuits, there is something. If you notice, what most pharmacy shops sells are edible stuff, all right, and maybe body care or skincare, something that has to do with pharmacy and self-care products. So when it comes to edible, you want them to eat and as well be able to get the drug. Some people might come to the shop and say, okay, I have not eaten. And then they say, let me go and eat and come back. The fact that they will leave that pharmacy, they might not come back to buy that drug again. So for them to retain the customers, for them to get what they need from the customers, they also want co-market with similar brands. That's the edible stuff. Make sure that they eat. Okay, so whatever business does the updates, always make sure that it is always in the need or maybe customers' request. Some people can say, why don't people sell food around here? Or they can ask based on the questions customers ask them in the pharmacy shop, say, where can I get food? Where can I buy something to? Where can I get something to eat? If they notice that there is no option to buy something, they update their business. So they are getting money from something edible as well as the medicine at the same time. It's still going to the same business brand. So it's like a business update, understanding the customer's request is still solving your customers' needs and problems. So basically, that's what a business update is for me. Did I answer your question?
Right. Yes, it does. Thank you very much. Thank you. Any other question from any other person before we move on?
Hello. Just to add to what Adi has said, I'll just call that that thing. It's just like a strategy. It's also called cross-selling. That's kind of like what it's called cross-selling, where you have a particular product and then you add another product that can be of benefit to it. Just like she said, someone might come in and has not eaten, you just take bread, and it's just like someone that sells. Let me see, someone that sells generator. When you go there to buy the generator, you see the same person is selling engine oil. They don't necessarily have to sell it, but they know that it can be of benefit to you, so that you just buy everything at once and leave. Yeah, so it's just basically cross-selling. The only problem, when there'll be a problem, is when whatever it is they have or whatever it is they're selling has nothing to do with health. That's when there's a problem, because food actually is beneficial to the health. So as a pharmacist, there's nothing wrong with you selling something edible for in your store. The only problem that you can have is when you go into a pharmacy and you're seeing vodka, you're seeing all those other alcoholic drinks. That's when you can have a problem with that. But if they have something that is still edible in line with health, then that's not. So it's just basically cross-selling, using, like, someone buys a malaria drug now and the person is going home and the person knows that going home there's no food at home and you can't just waste time to start cooking because you're feeling tired and you need to take this drug like right now. Just pick up bread and on your way home you eat your bread, or when you get home you eat the bread and take your drug. So it's just basically cross-selling. That's just how it is.
All right, thank you very much for that contribution. My question has been answered. Now my curiosity has been satisfied. All right. So at this point, I believe. So I would like to make a presentation now, and I'll be sharing my screen. So please give me a moment. Okay, can you all see my screen? Please let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. All right, so like I mentioned at the beginning of this event, this meetup is hosted by Bincom Dev Center. So just a moment, my screen is still coming up. Apologies for that. I'm having a little problem with my system connecting. Just a moment, please. All right, thank you very much. So like I was saying, this event is hosted by Bincom Dev Center. And Bincom Dev Center is a multi-location technology, talent development and solutions platform. We're situated in a couple of locations. First of all, virtually near you. And we have locations at, sorry, just a minute. Okay, we have at Yaba, Lagos State. We have a location at Ibadan. We have at Kano, Kaduna, Ogun State, Delta State, and we have plans to expand to various other locations. And we offer a number of services. First one we have there is we have the Bincom Tech Apprenticeship, the Bincom Community Events and Projects. We have the Light Space. Next slide, please. Global Tech Program. We'll have the Emigrate Program, the Bincom Mentoring Platform. Moving on, please. I'm sure. Okay, let's drill down to some of these services. First one is the Bincom Academy. Bincom Academy is an intensive training program facilitated by Bincom Dev Center. And each technology or application development class is typically 4 weeks of intensive training, during which participants will go through a Montessori approach of training based on the curriculum for that particular knowledge track. So we have a couple of classes available. We have Python, mobile app, PHP, and so on. And if you want to find out full list of the classes available, you can visit bincom.net/academy. Next one, please. So we have the Light Space, which provides helpful workspace intended to encourage collaboration and drive innovation in the startup ecosystem. So we have spaces that are created and designed for various events like conferences and get-together. And this Light Space will have it across all our locations. We have, first of all, virtually near you, and then find out full list / campuses. That's where you find out a list of allocations and Light Spaces you have available. Let's move on, please, Sean. Next service we'll have there is the Bincom community events and projects, which are geared at giving back to the community and building the tech ecosystem. They focus on informing and exposing the youth to the current technology trends and how to prepare for the future in technology. And these events are divided into 5. First, we'll have the masterclass, we'll have the meetups, we'll have the idea sharing, we'll have explore on the move, we'll have challenge and brainstorm. So some of our other initiatives include the Bincom Tech Network. So Bincom Academy, like the first service that I talked about, uses Bincom Tech Network, which is a network we have in Slack for collaboration purposes. So interaction with facilitator and participants of any Bincom Academy class would happen on a dedicated channel in that Bincom Tech Network. The next one we have is the Bincom Tech Club, which creates an ecosystem that enables tech enthusiasts who have little or no knowledge in tech and to meet with people of like mind and collaborate with them. Sorry, Sean, you're moving too fast. Can you go back a little bit? Provides an ecosystem or a space for tech enthusiasts who have little or no knowledge in tech to learn and rub minds with tech experts, leveraging on the tech community for individuals / club members to become tech experts themselves. Let's move on, please. So for the meetups, we have several meetups depending on particular departments. We have PHP meetup, we have cloud hosting meetup, which was formerly called Amazon Web Services meetup. We have Angular and the rest of them. We have digital marketing meetup as well, which is the one we're currently in right now. And then the other category of our community events is the master classes. Then we have the idea sharing series. Under the idea sharing series, we have the Bincom ICT Career Talk, which takes place every last Saturday of every month. And then we have the Emigrate Open Day as well. All right, let's move on. Next up, we have the Bincom Global Solution to launch your tech career globally. So if you have a career in tech or you intend to have one, you intend to go into tech, this is an opportunity for you to launch that tech career. And it focuses on 3 key pillars, which are learn skills, gain experience, and then you gain exposure. All right. So we have a program as well, which enables you to learn tech now and pay later, which means you do not have to worry about getting the fund for this particular program. You can actually apply, start learning, and then when you start making money, when you become an expert, or when you've gotten to the stage where you get jobs regularly, you can then start paying back the company. All right, let's move on. Okay, we have a video here which explains the Learn Tech Now, Pay Later program in details. So please, can you play the video?
What are the things you need for this program? All you need is your laptop device, a hunger and a passion for IT. Those are the core tools that you need. The total cost of the Bincom Global Tech program for the period of 1 to 2 years is just 1.2 million naira. But you don't need to worry about that because it gets better. We have various financing options to help you cover the cost of the program. So you don't need to have any money to even apply or be admitted to the program. One of the financing options that are available for this program is the income sharing agreement. What that simply means is that the company will sponsor your learning. So you would learn for the period of 1 to 2 years and you only start paying back when you get a job and you start earning your income after after this program, this means that aside from skills, experience, and exposure, the company is also willing to invest its own money on you. And that's a total package. What are you waiting for? You need to go on our website, bincom.net/global tech. You need to register and then launch your global tech career. I'm sure that the tech world, the tech industry is waiting for a great talent like you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm moving on, please. So we have the Emigrate services. Emigrate, which is pronounced Emigrate, provides tech-enabled visa opportunities for people in tech, either the business side or the technical aspect of tech. So it gives opportunities to live and work in countries like the UK, USA, Canada, and France. All right, moving on, please. All right, so Emigrate Services has two aspects. We'll have the free and then we'll have the premium packages. And if you're interested in any of these packages, all you need to do first of all is to indicate interest at bincom.net/. The next thing you need to do is request for Emigrate Services at blog.bincom.net/emigrate pricing. All right, let's move on. And we also have the Emigrate Open Days, which typically holds 2 Wednesdays in a month. So if you're interested in attending any of these sessions, all you need to do is visit bincom.net/emigrate open day. We also have video recordings available of past Emigrate editions. Let's go on, please. The next one we have there is the Labs by Bincom, which provides opportunities for people who have gained or who have a skill in tech. Maybe you're a developer or a project manager or UX designer, anything at all. You can join the next cohort of Bincom, Labs by Bincom, which helps you to come together with the team and build a startup from scratch, right? So if you're interested in this, you need to indicate interest at bincom.net/labs. Let's go on, please, Sean. All right, we have the Bincom Dev Center Ambassador campaign is in partnership with My Circle. And what it does is it brings opportunity for people in tech to earn from their circle, all right? Say, for example, now you refer one of our services, like the Bincom Global Tech, you refer this service to someone else and the person eventually pays, you earn 10% of that payment which the person made. So let's say someone paid 1.2 million naira for one of the services, automatically you've earned 420,000 naira. Let's move on, please. All right, so you can contact us, send us a mail at bincomdevcenter@bincom.net. You can dial the number that is displayed on your screen, or you can visit our website, bincomdevcenter.com. So if at this point you have any feedback or you have any questions for me, please let me know. Thank you very much, Sharon, for helping out. All right, I would like to thank the speakers for making out time to be here with us and share knowledge based on today's theme, marketing psychology versus cognitive bias, getting to understand your target audience better. And I would also like to thank everyone who has joined us today for being patient. I know this has been a lengthy one. So someone is asking if the speakers can share their slides. So if you like to get the slides, maybe you can drop your email address and then they will share it with you if they're open to do that. If you're interested in getting the slides, you can drop your email address in the chat box. All right, once again, I would like to thank everyone for being with us. I'd like to thank the speakers, Chidiebere, Ogwu, and Oluwaseun Omojola for making our time to be here with us and share knowledge on today's theme. Since there are no feedbacks or any other questions coming from any angle, at this point, I would like to bring this session to an end. And thank you very much for being here with us today. Do have a wonderful day and enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.